This is the Iseo R7, and this lock has 9 pins in total, with a main row of 6 pins and a secondary row with 5 pins in it. In my case, only 2 of those pins are actually active, but in theory you could probably have 5 active pins in here. This is based on the bidding height. The high lift ones are active and the low lift ones are passive. And well, the light is really preventing you from seeing the key properly, so let me hold that in a different angle. We also have some key control pins here, and yeah, the key works just fine. Oh, that way. And here you can see the R7 logo on the key bow. It's definitely bow, not bow. I'm not sure what my brain did there. All right, let me try to pick this. It's actually not as easy as it might seem if you were just to see the pins. I'm going to start working on the active, not active, but the main row of pins, 6 pins, and then I'll switch over to the bottom row of pins. So 1 is loose, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is binding. 4 is not binding, 3 is binding. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Got a bit of a full set. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm on 6 now. 6 is giving me counter rotation. I set number 6. 1, 2, 3, and 4 is giving me counter rotation as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everything feels alright here, so I'm going to try to set the bottom pins now. Is that the pin? I don't think so. Let me okay, and the lock is open, as you can see. It's picked. Right, let me take this apart now. I'm going to put the vise to the side. Oh shit, that left a big fucking scratch on my desk. That's not nice. Anyways, let's take the clip off with my not circlip pliers. Well, they work as well, as you can see. I'm going to put this to the side. Grab a pinning tray, and I have to be careful while gutting this because yeah, I'll show how those active bottom row pins work, and they're well, a bit tricky to they make gutting this a bit harder because they are sprung out of the core. Not sure if you can see that. I'm going to try to hold it up to the camera without dropping anything. Here, those active pins are. I'm going to explain this in a bit. I'm going to take the those pins out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Put them up here. Take out the other pins. The passive ones come out. That's number 1. Well, that's number 3. Oh, I've got one of those tiny springs out. Don't want to lose those. They're really small. I think that's the one out of number 2. And here I'll have passive pin number 4. And now I'm just missing the 5th one. I think I got it out without dropping the spring. Yep. Alright, that's cool. Now the only thing I'm missing is number 2. Oh, and this anti-drill rod just came loose. I'm not really sure why that keeps happening. every time I try to reassemble this thing falls out and is really annoying. Okay, this goes here, I think. And now for the main key pins. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we also have those key control pins here on the right side. I'm not going to take those out because they are not relevant to how the lock works, and they're really annoying to get out and put back in because of the shape. This is the core. Those are the main pin chambers. There's nothing on this side. This is where the other row of pins is really the bottom row of pins, and those are the key control holes. Here's a close-up of the keyway, back of the plug. Yeah, nothing really too special about it. Let me rearrange those pins real quick, and then I'll continue taking this lock apart. Okay. Yeah, that seems fine. Now for the driver pins. One is a spool. Choose a standard. 3 is a spool as well. 4 is a spool as well. And 5 is a standard. And 6 is a spool as well. Let me dump those springs out real quick. Okay, that should be 6. I'm going to show a close-up of the housing now. We have one row in here for the key control stuff. Come on, focus please. And the bottom row is actually for the active pins and the passive pins as well. They sort of work like key control. All right, I'm going to put the springs on here, and then I'm going to explain how the active pins work. Wow, this is fun. Probably could have taken those out, those apart without twisting them, but all right. Can you come apart, please? Yeah, all right, thanks, man. Okay. I'm going to show you a close-up of those pins. This is the part of the active pin that interacts with the key. There is a spring that goes into them. They're cupped. Hope you can see that. And then this tiny piece here goes into the... that was really fucking dangerous. I caught the spring. Okay, don't want to lose those. Okay, you can stay here. And they sit in the plug roughly like this. And the well, it creates a new shear line really, and this pin gets stuck at shear, so you have to push the inner part outwards. So the basically push them together, so the entire thing can move back into the plug. And those pins act like tiny spools. It's really cool design. I have never seen that before, I think. And this lock only had 2 of those pins in there, but they're not really difficult to set or anything. But yeah, cool lock regardless. Really cool. I enjoyed picking that. Took me quite a while actually. It's not as easy as it might seem. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it.